What's good everyone, Henke is finally back. It's been like 3 weeks since I've uploaded. And today I'm going to tell you how to beat every single character in Smash Ultimate. Or at least the first part of them, because I don't know how many I'm going to include in this video. It depends on how long I spend talking about each character. However, I plan to give pretty short explanations. Let me know in the comments which character you have the most trouble fighting against. I'm hoping the tips I give you in this video will help you combat those characters. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. For Mario, one of the important strategies is intercepting his short hop aerials. A lot of times he'll short hop into a back air or an up air to poke at you or get some combos started, but if you hit him out of the air before he actually uses the move, it will put him in an uncomfortable situation. Also, his moves don't have a lot of range, so use this to your advantage. In Ultimate, his combo moves were nerfed, and they generally have more horizontal knockback, so it's more important than ever to DI away from them. Against Donkey Kong, you generally want to play offense. However, you still need to respect his range and power, so wait until he swings and punish him. Also, he has a poor disadvantage state, meaning you can edgeguard him easily from above and hit him while he's trying to land. For Link, you need to have a plan for his projectiles. Are you going to play someone that has a reflector? Are you going to get good at parrying? Are you going to jump over them? You need to know what to do going into the match, based on whichever character you play. Similarly to Donkey Kong, he has a lot of end lag on his moves, so although they have a lot of range, you can wait till he swings and hit him after. For Samus and Dark Samus, all you really need to do is watch out for Charge Shot. They'll try to catch you off guard with it, so be ready to defend against it in neutral and off stage. Other than that, there's not much you need to do really, just rush her down or make her approach you, because since her dash attack was nerfed so heavily, she can't really play offense. For Yoshi, I actually have a lot of tips, because this guy is a pain to deal with. First of all, you need to keep track of their recovery and landing habits. A lot of inexperienced Yoshi players will always recover above the stage because you can't grab the ledge with his double jump or up special, so be ready to cover above the ledge when they recover. You need to respect his forward air, especially off stage. That shit is nasty. If he's throwing too many eggs at you, you can run under them if he throws them above you, or jump over them and use a projectile or a landing aerial if he throws them on the ground. If he lands his command grab on you, rotate the analog stick instead of mashing buttons. If you mash buttons, you'll probably input some random attack when you get out and he'll be able to punish it, but if you rotate the analog stick, you'll be able to do whatever you planned on doing. For Kirby, just don't let him in really. He's super slow and he doesn't have range, so swords are really good against him, and projectiles are also good as long as you mix up when to throw them. If you don't mix up your timing of your projectiles, he can swallow them and shoot them back at you, which is not fun. His recovery is also exploitable, so just place a hitbox by the ledge and you should be fine. Against Fox, be careful using your double jump to escape his combos. His up tilt and up air, his main combo tools, are very good at catching double jumps, and once he has it, he can get a lot more damage off of you than if you just leave him alone. He's pretty easy to combo with vertical hitting moves, and his recovery is exploitable, so rack up the damage while you can. Pikachus will frequently use their neutral air to start combos. You can use good ground movement to bait this out or hit it with an attack that has more range. If he tries to approach you with quick attack, shield and parry the second hit. It should be pretty easy to time. Projectiles work extremely well against Luigi, since he doesn't have speed or a reflector like Mario. Make sure you mix up your DI for his combos, cause if he knows where you're going, he can kill you at 0 off a grab. He is also even easier to edgeguard than ever before, because his Cyclone doesn't help him anymore. The only sideways recovery move he has is his side special, and it's easy to hit him away from that after he uses it. For Ness, when he activates his recovery, hit him out of it, but if you miss, he hits hard, so be ready to tech if necessary. You can also catch his slow double jump during combos and get more damage on him that way. Against Falcon, no matter what, do not air dodge off stage. Otherwise, you're either getting a knee or a down air in your face. Mix up the timing of your recovery to avoid getting styled on. You can usually break out of his up air strings with an aerial that comes out on frame 3 or 4. At least this is the case at lower percents. If he's using a lot of movement without actually swinging at you and he's not shielding, feel free to just hit him with a running tilt or a dash attack. Try to keep track of his movement so you know where he will be instead of where he is at that moment. Against Jigglypuff, avoid her rest setups at all costs. This is really the only good thing she has besides edgeguarding, but her rest setups are definitely more potent than in Smash 4. Otherwise, it's basically the same game plan as Kirby. Against Peach and Daisy, intercept their float cancel approaches. They'll use a lot of short hop back airs and neutral airs, so use anti-aerials such as up tilts to keep them away. It's crucial that you keep track of their movement. Don't let their fancy float cancels and tech get the best of you. As for Bowser, respect his recovery because it's pretty powerful when it hits you, but absolutely destroy him when he's trying to land. He also has a mechanic called Tough Guy that makes him resistant to movements with low knockback, so try to hit him with strong, safe moves. Otherwise, the same as Donkey Kong. With Ice Climbers, you need to separate or kill Nano with strong moves that have big hitboxes or powerful projectiles. High-level Ice Climbers will try to desync them to start combos. This is the best opportunity to kill Nana, since they aren't grouped together. Against Zelda, you can either space her out with swords or rush her down with fast moves. Really, either of those strategies will work. Bait out her neutral special because it has a ton of lag after it, but if you don't see it coming, it'll interrupt your combos and other situations. Keep track of when she uses her down special, so you know when it'll come out and how to avoid it. Also, respect her lightning kick, otherwise you'll die at like 60. For Dr. Mario, it's kind of the same as Mario, but there's a few more things you need to worry about. Dr. Mario spikes you with his down air instead of forward air, so be aware of your positioning while you're off stage, and be careful when you air dodge so he can't land one of these. You'll generally want to stay away from the ledge at around 70 to 90%, because if he grabs you at the ledge, he can kill you with down throw to tornado. For Pichu, you can play him as a little bit more of a normal character than Pikachu. His quick attack has no hitbox, so he's a bit easier to outrange with swords. Also, if they're just throwing out a lot of moves, you shouldn't feel the need to approach them. Just let them whiff their attacks because they cause self-damage. Really, you can just let them play the game for you. Pichu is also extremely light, so you can kill him very early. Falco, you can play the same way as Fox, just watch out for the spike off stage. He has slow movement though, so you could also just rush him down. However, he still has good frame data, so you can't play him like he's a heavy character. Also, his lasers actually do something to you, so watch out for that. For Marth and Lucena, try to find a pattern in when they swing their sword and parry it. They have very few multi-hit moves. So generally, if they're spacing short hop aerials, the best time to parry is a little over a half second after they leave the ground. If you play a character with fast mobility and moves, don't let them breathe. They want to play the slow neutral, so don't let them do that. Make them play the fast-paced game that Ultimate is. You can also use projectiles to stay out of their range. For young Link, you also need to worry about his projectiles like Link, except he has a tether grab so you can bait it out and punish it more effectively than normal grabs. He does not have a kill throw or a confirm out of his grabs, so you can shield a lot when at kill percent. Against Ganondorf, you want to limit his options by zoning him out, or you can just rush him down. It's very important that you abuse his awful recovery. Seriously, it's awful. Like, just throw him off stage and hit him, he's dead. Overall, almost the same as Donkey Kong, except his movement is even slower. Mewtwo has very few weaknesses, but one of them is he doesn't have many moves that hit behind him, so you can cross him up and hit him from behind. Stage control is crucial in this matchup for that reason. You can also combo him to pieces. He's light and has a huge hurt box, so a lot of your bread and butter combos will work extremely well. For Roy and Chrom, there's a specific trick you need to watch out for. When they use a short hop forward air, they can actually air dodge back before they hit the ground. So if you're shooting and they hit you like this, and it seems unsafe, but they actually air dodge back, be ready for it, and punish them with either a dash attack or a running tilt. Chrom's recovery is a blessing and a curse, because it can be edge guarded pretty easily, especially since he doesn't have Ike's side special to help. But watch out for the combos into his up special or you can die very early. Overall, you can dash gent and outspace them, or you can break the pressure by approaching them. They're very aggressive characters, so play the game how you would play against any other aggressive characters. For Game & Watch, you need to respect his ridiculous up smash. Don't try to challenge this thing, especially from above, or you'll just never win. He has a new forward air in this game where he drops a bomb. It's a potent edge guarding tool, so you need to watch out for this. His recovery is actually invincible, and it has win boxes, and it can put you in an unfavorable situation if he hits you with his up special. Against Mennonite, you need to DI in on his down throw at low percents, otherwise he'll be able to follow it up with a dash attack and a bunch of up airs into maybe a tornado, and you could die extremely early. This depends on your positioning in the stage, so you need to prioritize stage control over damage against him. For Pit and Dark Pit, you need to have a plan for Pit's arrows, or else he'll snipe you when you're trying to recover. Also, you need to avoid Dark Pit's side special near the edges, because it's way more powerful than it has a right to be. The recovery has no hitbox or invincibility, so you can hit them out of it if you know when they're going to use it. Against Zero Suit Samus, it's important that you be aggressive, because they generally want to play a game where they space you out with their Nair or Zair. You can parry those moves for almost a free punish. depending on how close you are to them. Also, shield a lot. Her grab sucks and there's not really much she can do with it. For Wario, pressure him when he is waft, avoid the setups and bait it out. You really want to avoid getting hit by this thing at all costs. He'll look for you to use a defensive option and then read that option into a waft, since he'll rarely use it as a defensive option. His grab also sucks, so shield a lot until kill percent because he has a few kill throws. He'll frequently use his neutral air, up air, and down air to rack up damage, so you can outrange them or parry them. Against Snake, you want to keep track of his projectiles. Also, don't be afraid to throw back his grenades. You can air dodge to catch them and immediately throw them back using the C-stick, assuming you're using any controller except single Joy-Cons. If he holds a grenade until it's about to explode, this is when you can hit him, and not only will you get that hit, the grenade will also blow him up, and you can follow up off the grenade into another move. Other than that, play around his fast frame data. He has a lot of fast get-off-me moves, such as forward tilt, jab, and up tilt, and his aerials will act in a similar way, but you can punish the cooldown on these moves a lot more than you might expect. So what to do against Ike? He doesn't have any huge weaknesses, except that projectiles will work pretty well against him, and you can intercept his short hop aerials before he swings, because he'll generally try to land with neutral air, back air, or forward air, or something like that, so just hit him before the move comes out, especially since his moves are generally kinda slow. Finally, Pokemon Trainer. There's different strategies to beat each of the 3 Pokemon. Squirtle has some of the worst range in the game, so any moves with decent range will be able to beat him. However, he racks up a lot of damage with his quick moves when he gets in there, so be careful and don't let him overwhelm you in neutral. Ivysaur, on the other hand, will want to play a very defensive game, so this is when you try to pressure them. They'll space you out a lot with back airs, side special, and all of that. So just get in their face, really. And just play against Charizard like you would any other heavy character. Another thing I'll say is that DIing out of their setups is crucial. Each of the 3 have their own busted combos, which depending on your position could kill you either off the top or the side. Ivysaur has down throw to up air and down throw to up B. Down throw to up B catches DI away, so you need to know which one they're going for, but ideally you would try not to get grabbed at those percents. Charizard has back throw to back air, so you really need to DI away from this one, or you can die extremely early. That's all I have for today, guys. Let me know by leaving a like on the video if you want me to finish this series for the rest of the cast. You can also subscribe and turn notifications on if you want to see my unique Smash Ultimate content as soon as it comes out. Again, don't forget to let me know in the comments which character you struggled the most playing against, and if you learned anything new from this video. I hope I was able to help, so if this video does well, I'll finish the series for the rest of the cast. Anyways, I'll catch you in my next video. See ya.